His name is Vinay Singhal. Vinay is the co-founder and CEO of WittyFeed, one of the leading tech startups in India. In fact, WittyFeed is the world's second largest online viral content platform after BuzzFeed and India's largest viral content platform.
Hello everyone, welcome to another exciting episode of our vlog, and I am right now with Vinay Singhal, who is the CEO of WittyFeed. So let's welcome Vinay to New York. Vinay, welcome.
Thank you so much, Anuj. Really appreciate it.
So Vinay, are you an instant success? Tell me.
You tell me, is there something called an instant success? There is no such thing. I'll tell you, there is every single story that you have out there has a lot of background into it.
Okay.
And there is a lot of effort. There is a lot of hard work, sleepless nights. I don't know what. Like there's so much that goes behind all that success, that instant success, so-called, that looks like outside. But there's so much that goes behind, that thing behind the scenes. There's so much that goes, and to get there, there is no such thing as instant success. I'll tell you what. It took us 8 years.
8 years.
For you and me to sit here in New York and have this interview. It took us almost 7, 8 near to bankruptcy situations where we completely ran out of money and we had no idea what we were going to do next. It took us 4, 5 different product failures, after which we landed at WittyFeed. And I'll tell you what, even today, every day is a fight.
True.
There is no such thing called as, I would say success is not permanent. It's just a state of situations basically on a long journey. It's basically one of the stops that you have along a long journey, and then you realize that you have just outgrown yourself here and you need to move forward. It's every day is a fight. I'll tell you what, even today we are thinking about, okay, how do we evolve this product from here onwards? The companies which stop, which believe that they are already successful, they die.
Okay.
Examples like Nokia.
Right.
Example like Kodak, for that matter, right? Those companies died because they believed that they are there, and they don't have to do anything beyond that, right? So I don't believe in anything like success. I think it's all about just a journey, and ours has never been an instant journey. It's been a long one, and I think there's a long one to go for as well.
How do people have success in life then? What should be people doing to have success?
So, like I said, it's about journey. It's about embracing the fact that success is not a destination but a journey. Number one, and then how do you get is basically there's only one thing that has worked for me in life, and that is not to give up.
Not to give up. Okay.
There will be times when you will not feel like moving forward. There will be times when there will be a bad day. There will be times when you will not be up to your A game. But then the idea is to persist, to be there,
to persist.
To say that I'm not going to give up. I'm going to walk over. I'm going to pass through this, but see the light next day, and be there. I'm going to stand strong and continue doing what I'm doing. In the end, it happens. In the end, it's all worth it.
Vinay, nowadays, entrepreneurship is so fancy thing. Everybody.
It's the new guitar of the college kid.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
But my question is it good to start your own company instantly, or it's good to work on a company to learn it and then start a business? What do you suggest to young people? Because nowadays people are just writing entrepreneurship in their LinkedIn account, Facebook account, and they say I'm working for myself.
I know what you.
Tell me.
I know where you're coming from.
Right.
To answer your second question, is there something like you should just start it, or you should do a job and then start, or you should do a job?
Right.
I'll tell you what, it's all about the personal choices. Number one, there's no fixed formula to it. It's easier to become a CEO today than to get a job, right?
True.
Because, to become a CEO, all you have to do is, buy a domain name.
Yeah, and just write CEO.
Buy a domain name and say that I'm founder and CEO at so and so, right? So entrepreneurship is not about that.
Okay.
And there's another thing that I really want to highlight here is that funding has become sexy, and it is not good. Funding is celebrated because funding is something when you need somebody's money to run your own business.
Right.
And when do you need money is when you don't have your own money. When your business cannot sustain itself, when your business cannot make enough money to be there, to be able to make enough money to sustain itself. Funding is a great thing. It's a great thing that we have people in ecosystem who are ready to give you money to build great businesses.
Right.
But it is nothing to be celebrated. It is not a matrix of success. You come from Nepal. I come from India. And we have a community called Marwadis in both our countries, right? And
they've always been business person.
I am a Marwadi, by the way, right? So I learned it from my family, from my roots, where business is a function of creation of wealth.
Okay.
It is not a function of destruction of wealth. Today, all this funding and millions and billions of dollars being fluxed into startups, businesses have almost become a function of destruction of wealth.
Okay.
Whereas business, the most important metrics in a business is profitability. And profitability is something that people have completely forgotten about, and it's something that they need to know and remember. You need to have a business model that works at a small scale and then can be, made larger and scaled to a huge number and still works. And still, it still generates profit at the end of it.
Right.
That's the whole idea of a business.
Okay, Vinay, you are 27 years old. I'm 30 years old. You are a CEO.
We both are young people.
We both are young people, right? We are young.
I'll say that for you, yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Still, I'm 3 years older than you. So if I look at you, I don't feel myself a successful person. So how do you console me?
That's a very bad way of looking at it. I'll tell you what. You were born in Nepal. You spent most of your time there in a very small country. I was born. I can't call India small, but I was born in a country where, of course, and then you are today making a very successful journalism career in the capital of world for journalists and media and advertising.
But I'm not a CEO yet.
As I said, it's easier to be a CEO than to get a really good job.
Okay.
You are a successful journalist, and for me, that's more than enough. You don't really have to be CEO to call yourself successful. Only CEOs are not successful. I would tell you that. I'll tell you one more thing.
Okay,
you probably have a much better work-life balance, if there is something like that, than I have. You have much more time that you spend with your wife and your kids than I do.
Right.
So in those definitions, in a lot of those definitions, I would call you much more successful than I would call myself. But at the same time, I think it's about life choices.
Okay.
I have chosen a life, and just before we were starting this, I was telling you, I don't believe there is something called personal and professional life. I just believe in one life which I have decided to dedicate to something called entrepreneurship.
Right.
And creating something larger than myself. You took the same path, but you decided to dedicate it to journalism. You decided to dedicate it to discovering stories. Right? You are doing good at your level. I'm going good at my own level. We both are successful people. It's very simple.
That's a very interesting point. So that means, like, if I'm working for somebody else and if I'm doing good, and you are there, like, you're working for yourself and you're also doing good, both are successful then.
You made a great point here. You're working with somebody else. Right. I want to tell you something. I'm blessed with a great mentor called Mr. Anil Mahajan, and I learned something from him. He once told me, son, ownership is a state of mind.
Okay.
You don't really have to own a business to feel honor of it. You just have to feel that I am an owner here. You when you're at a job, all you have to do is you have to feel that I'm going to run it like as if it's my own business.
Okay.
And your whole perspective about doing that job, doing what you're doing, will change. And at the end of the day, all of us are doing a job. I also get paid a salary from my own company.
You do?
It's just that I have little more liabilities than you do. You're better off working for somebody else that way, in terms of peace of mind and all that stuff. But again, the whole idea is to do something great with yourself.
Vinay, one more thing. Since we are in the age of social media, like we are so much into instant gratification. We want like our photos to be liked by 1,000, 2,000. We want our videos to be seen by millions.
Of course, yes.
So in that regards, like, are we a victim of this instant gratification?
It takes us back to that funding point. Instant gratification is real, and it's not such a great thing. I think which is why we have started celebrating things like funding.
Right.
You know, I would say do something and be in it for the long haul,
Okay.
not for the short game. You know, be in it for the long haul so that you can actually make a difference.
Okay.
So that actually make it big.
Is there a timeline to achieve a success?
There is none. I did it. If you supposedly call me successful, I'm 26. The KFC guy, the first success that he got was at 62. Warren Buffett, the richest person, one of the richest person in the world, got his first billion when he was beyond 60s. So there's no age to success.
Right.
And again, it's all about how do you define it. But there's no such thing as age that can define success.
How do you meet new people in life? Because we knew each other only through social
Oh man, that's
media.
my favorite topic. I'll
Tell
tell you
me.
what. This
Yeah.
is my first trip to US.
Yeah.
I was going to be there for 30 days. All I did was I put it on my social media. I said, I'm going to be there. I don't want to. I want to be there in US for 30 days.
Okay.
And I don't want to do any transactional meetings. I just want to. Let's see if I can meet 100 people in 30 days. And I tell you what. This is my 15th day in US, and we have met more than 70 people.
Oh my God. It's only 15 days now.
These 15 days are probably the best days in terms of learning from my life. I have never learned more. The kind of people that I met, the kind of conversation we had, it's been super amazing. So when you want to meet people, just go out there and say it. Just go out there and meet people without agenda, without transactional mindset. Just go meet people because you want to meet people, because you want to make friends. And I'll tell you what, you will end up with much more than you would have with an agenda.
Okay, like at the end, a piece of advice to youngster, the millennial generation we belong to.
We are a generation of instant gratification,
Yeah.
so we tend to give up much faster. We tend to believe that okay, it's not happening, so let's give up. I would say the only thing that works in life is don't give up.
Okay.
Persist, believe in your dreams, follow them with all-in mindset. Be there. Do not give up when it works out in the end. It's all worth it.
Can you share any plans for WittyFeed?
Yeah, so we are doing a lot of stuff. We are expanding in US. We are also working in a lot of stuff where we want to build. We are a technology company, so we are building a lot of technologies which will, in the future, solve problems for publishers, app developers. We want to build. So the mindset that we work with as WittyFeed and I personally as a leader is with the mindset of abundance.
Okay.
How can you create more and share more?
Okay, great.
So for me to make more, earn more, I don't really have to, take it from you.
Okay.
I can just, I can just, have a mindset of abundance, create more and share more with you so that all of us have more. Instead of, for me to have more, you don't have to have less.
Got it.
So WittyFeed is working on a lot of such technologies which will be, with the mindset of abundance, will create a lot of wealth and a lot of success for a lot of people out there.
Oh, by the way, I should plug this in. By the way, the chief of editor of WittyFeed is a Nepali girl called
She
Leena.
is.
Leena
yes.
Duhadi.
Yes, she's amazing. She's probably one of the best person that we have on team.
Because she's Nepali.
Yes, Nepalis are great people. Yes.
It was really nice meeting you, Vinay.
Thank you,
Thank you so
Anuz.
much. Thank you so much.
Super meeting you. Thank you so much for the invite.
Yeah, thank you.